All right. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. Oh my God. Another crazy day, but all's good. All is good here. After this stream, I just got off a call with uh, I don't want to reveal too much, but anyway, very successful business person. And chatted with them about coming on the board of directors of the studio for Crystal. Being part of Axanar. So yeah, that was really good. It's great to always interact with really successful people. Because you always want to surround yourself with people smarter than yourself. And that means more successful in some area or better skilled in something, right? Doesn't mean everyone's going to be a multimillionaire or whatever. It just means, I don't have that skill and that person has that skill, right? Or just like when you're putting together the team for Axanar, Mark Edward Lewis is really skilled at, editing and post-production and he's very incredibly organized for that Friday shoot. Jeff is a great DP, right? You always want to have, and listen, there's one thing I'm good at, it's team building. I mean, that's always been my thing. And so that just means putting great people around you sometimes, right? And I love that. And that's where Mark and Jeff and I just had a blast for the past week. I mean, we just had so much fun because doing great work is fun. And there were no egos as in the past. Believe me, my last couple of directors have had massive egos and really arrogant. And didn't deal with that at all. Every time I said, even when I said once I made one suggestion, which was I totally misunderstood something. And Mark was like, yeah, we're doing this. This is what, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. My bad. Forget what I said, but most of the times when I said something, Mark would be like, okay, we can do that. Yeah. Or, and it's back and forth. And it's like, well, what if we do it this way? Or, Mark and then Ted he's just such a pleasure to work with. We had such a great team. Let me go down and see who's here. Look who's first. Jim's Landscape LC #1, Commodore Boone. How are you, sir? And then there's number 2. There's Frank. You were not first. You just missed it, Frank. But I hope you're doing great, sir. I hope you are doing great. Brian, how are you doing, sir? Good to see you. Brian is in Ventura, California. Oh my God, I love Ventura, California. Beautiful up there. God, wish I was there. There's our good friend Paul, Hermano Fracine. How are you, sir? Mark Lawrence, another LA, one of my oldest, dearest donor friend volunteers in LA. How are you, Mark? Hopefully we're there in June, my friend. Donna Parker, it's good to see you. We're just going to go through everyone. Craig Severise, Eccleston Angel. That's Val. How are you, Val? Wolf Wilcopters. How are you? It's good to see you. Claude Sailing. Did I say you already? No, that was. Well, what are you doing up in New York? Of course you're freezing to death. You won't catch me up there. Frank is spunky comic relief. There's Todd Simo. How are you? Scott Voigt. Scott's back in Dallas, freezing his butt off down there, I gather. Yes, it was an amazing weekend with a great cast and crew. It was just really fantastic. And then there's Doug Grady, and there is Ian from the UK. How are you, sir? Gregory Tremaine, Expendable Redshirt, reporting for duty. Jared Riddick, how are you, sir? Yeah, they do look great, don't they? We had a great photographer in Brian Bates. He's awesome. Yes, that would be nice, Dustin. I agree with you. That would be nice. So, hey, if you guys have questions, please ask the questions. Let's get a go of it. Make sure you sign up for the Axanar newsletter down below. I actually found one of our biggest donors was not on the Axanar newsletter. I felt like saying, how did you find out about us? But anyway. Yeah, and then I got an email from someone who was kind of obnoxious and ignorant, and he and so I said, fine, I'll take you off the email list. And then he was like, how dare you take me off the email list? I was like, you're ignorant and condescending. Why am I going to keep you on my email list? right? You know, you don't know what you're talking about. By the way, some of you, hopefully you all saw the Babylon 5 books that we sold today. I got this huge lot from England of these books. And although I'm not, after postage, which is $250, I'm not making any money off of this, but it's fun to share these books. These are great books with y'all. So I'm going to show you some things in case you got, how many guys are Babylon 5 fans? Because I know, fudge, I am. I love Babylon 5. Donnie Pearson is here. Ron Leckford is here. How are you, sir? Portugal. Oh, wow. Vasco Valente. How are you? I have a very good friend who's moving to Portugal, and we talked about going over to help them move. So, yeah, I've never been to Portugal. Been to Spain a couple times. Never been to Portugal. So let's see who else. Yeah. Imperium Officer Private. Okay. What am I protecting? I'm not even sure what that means. Yeah, Ian's a B5 fan. Okay. I'm sorry, Imperium Officer Private. You're gone. You're just being an idiot. So, oh my God, we need to watch it again, Brian. It is just B5 is just fantastic. So I'm gonna offer you guys some books. If you're interested, let me. If someone's interested, let me know. If first to call it out, we'll get it. Otherwise, I'm just going to advertise these tomorrow. I have a set of these already. This is the Babylon 5 annotated panel transcripts, which are really interesting. From the Phoenix Comic Con from years ago, where the entire B5 crew showed up, right? And so they literally had transcripts of the panels, which is amazing. JMS was there, the team was there, and this is a 2-book set, of which I have a copy of myself. So this 2-book set is $50, and it's amazing. It sold for $129 originally, $129. It came with a disc, which this does not come with. So for $129. Anyway, if you're interested, that's one. Here's another one: B5 20th anniversary cast reunions. Right. This is another one with interview. Oh my God! Ooh, this is signed by Jerry Doyle, Claudia Christian, and Pat Talman. Holy crap! That's pretty nice. If you're interested in that, send me an email because I got to figure out how much that one's worth. Harlan Ellison's book Brain Moves, which is scripts and such, original teleplays of Harlan Ellison, Volume 1. That was sold through Babylon 5. Pleasure Thresholds, which is Pat Tallman's book. It's her like memoirs, which it's really great because so many photos in here of Pat and the crew. There you go. I don't even know what this book's about, but in purple, I'm stunning. Quotations for it's quotes. It's the best quotes from B5. Oh. Oh, wow. I got to read this one. This one's really interesting. Anyway, I got more. They're going up tomorrow on the site. So let me know if anyone's interested in any of those. Just email me. Okay. Pee-wee, you want to get down? Okay. I sure will, Val. Pee-wee's doing great. Yeah, I guess there's ice storm in the middle of the country. Yeah, Craig, we agree with that. B5 was great. B5 was great. Yeah, let's see, are the other dogs? Yeah, and Mama and Zoe are underneath the table here. So there you go. So it's been wow. it's been a whirlwind just with everything with the shoot and all. Make sure that you check out Jonathan Lane's blog, which I've posted on the Axanar on the Axanar website. He did a great job. Jonathan did a great job talking to a bunch of the crew, Mark and Jeff, and he didn't talk to Ted. Talked to me. So Jonathan, and he put it all together. I was like, I was going to do like a 3-parter and really get in depth. And I'm like, why bother? Jonathan did it all, and he did a great job. So make sure you read that article on our website and comment on it if you would, because it's always good to see comments and see that people appreciate your work, right? And he learned work. Jonathan's watching Jaden's basketball game. He worked long and hard on it, and so make a comment. Tell him what you think. Here's one comment. I got to approve. Michael Carter says, I am quite impressed with the quality and details of this report on the progress of the Axanar film shoot. What was mentioned above, it sounds like it was an awesome weekend and how well that it did. I wish that I could have been there to see it, either as a volunteer or other. All in all, sounds as we were going to have a nicely well done set of episodes that all Star Trek fans can enjoy time and time again. My hat's off to Alec Peters and everyone else who were involved with both directly and indirectly. Well, thank you. We appreciate that, Michael Carter. So go to the Axanar website. And check out Jonathan's article. Mine has a lot of photos. Jonathan's article has a lot of text. He really did his research and did actual journalism, which is nice. There you go. Let's see. All right, so that's on there. What else we got? The other thing, listen, if you don't mind, let me just put this up here too. Yep. So to support the Patreon campaign, we've gotten 4 new Patreon donors in the last week. $5, $10, whatever. It's all good. It helps the studio. We need to, the Patreon's been going up lately, so we need to bump it up to get to where we're covering all the expenses for the studio. Crystal has plans. So there you go. So Crystal is the president of the studio, and we're about to bring 2 new people on as directors. She's about to bring 2 people on. I say we because I help her with everything, obviously, and I'm at the studio more than she is. But I'm just a volunteer at this point, so it's her gig. So there you go. Sign up for the Axanar Newsletter, and make sure you like this video too. If it's on YouTube. We've got 27 people watching on YouTube on the Axanar channel, 10 on the Area Studios channel. Please please subscribe. That's really, really important. Let's see. That's not a bad idea. You will not get full-length episodes. You will get 15-minute episodes. That's what the Star Trek fan film guidelines say, and so that's what we're adhering to. And if you want to know when you're going to get them, read the articles on our website, since we give everyone there the best information. No, we don't have any extras on. But you should be able to get them. Raspberry Pis aren't particularly expensive, are they? Excuse me. I think I showed that already. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, dude, we're the last place you should be coming for stuff. Our stuff is old. Yeah, I mean, all this stuff is readily available. We got our monitors cheap just from government surplus. It's all such old stuff. Excuse me. I'm yawning. Yes, Paul Osborne, I'm yawning. So I'm going to take a shot of coffee. I'm back on my diet after Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days of unlimited carbs. So today, back on the wagon right away. Which wasn't that difficult. It was good. This afternoon I was starving, so I got chicken nuggets, which are on the diet because they're a low carb. Yes, full length audio drama. Yes. You will, and wow, Dana was so excited about the audio drama. He said that Haley killed it. He said he was crying. He and Haley were both crying at her lines. Adrian was just a consummate pro. And who else? And Tina was awesome as the Vulcan. So I just can't wait to hear what they did. I don't know if Harlan ever made an appearance there. Good question. Is there a cat in the back? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Boo Biscuit. Boo Biscuit. There you go. That's Boo Biscuit. How you doing, Boo Biscuit? I wish I could. Unfortunately, Boo Biscuit doesn't get along yet with Bruiser. My nickname for Luigi because he is such a tank. He's so much fun. Well, that's not quite correct. The view screen is in fact new, but we went through the changes on the blog. So check out the blog. There's more changes there. New lights under the consoles, new lights around the bottom of the bridge, in the command well. The schematic graphic on the left side of the turbo lift is lit now. Excuse me. I'll drink again. I'm beginning to like having coffee when I come on this to stream with you guys. Who is that Vulcan girl on the thumbnail? She's cool. Oh, the blog. Yeah, that's our new Captain Orev. That is Tina Ari. And she was an old classmate of mine from Howard Fine. And so I brought her on to the production. And it was wonderful to bring her on. She was so awesome. We will have her on Axanar Confidential maybe next week. And oh, yes. I heard, I don't follow what the Axanar haters say. I ignore all those pathological stalkers. But someone sent me, and people will send me, clippings from there, and I ignore them. I say, just what's the Reader's Digest version? I never read what they say. But one of the idiots over there said, what did he say? I threaten children. I'm like, how idiotic can you be to say I threaten children? They're so desperate over there because, now with the second shoot going down perfectly, and now we have 60% of the principal photography in the can, they're all realizing that all their rants about Axanar's never going to get made, Alex a grifter, are all bullshit. Although they still believe it, but it's all bullshit. So they're all panicking now and try. Yeah, but Alex still a grifter or whatever the fuck they're saying. I don't care. But Alex threatened children. So really, I threaten children. That's you know what I have to say to that? There you go. That's what I have to say to that. Oh my God. I mean, how pathetic can you be? Guys, get a life. You know, as, as Dean Wormer said, fat, dumb, and stupid is no way to go through life. I mean, come on. But anyway, any chance of a blooper reel? We talked about that. There's not that many bloopers. There were like two things that happened this weekend. One of which was I lost it because there was a scene where a D6 gets destroyed, and Halle Leary is supposed to say scratch 1d6, and Mark had her. She was just a little too even keeled, shall we say? So Mark said, "Okay, pretend it's like the greatest thing that ever happened." And so the next take, Haley's like, scratch 1d6, like way over the top. And I had the next line. I was like, I just lost it. That would make the blooper. Oh, chill out, Jack. It's okay. Jack crawled into the cat crate that's down here. It's okay, Jack, because it's really comfy. It's got foam cushions. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah, I know. This is the nonsense of the haters. Is they say just ridiculously stupid stuff like yes, very good, Brian. That's exactly right. Yeah. Oh, Tina's a sweetheart. She's a total sweetheart. Yeah, this is great. Yes, agree. So what else? I'm trying to think what. Oh, let's read some B5 quotes, huh? Let me just open up. Okay, here we go. Let's find something. Are these the quotes? First of all, let's get who do you want to quote from? I'm going to read from the Babylon 5 quote book here. So pick a character. Pick a character, and I will read a quote. You know who I want to read. Oh. All right. Anyone? Lanier. Marcus. Who? Garibaldi. Okay. Jakar. Craig wants Jakar. Let's find Jakar. All right. Let's see. Random. I'm just going to pick one. And Jakar. I've taken the opportunity provided by my incarceration to meditate, to think. Sometimes I even sing. Garibaldi. I know we got a petition. Jakar. For or against. Garibaldi. Based on the sound, they think we're torturing you in there. All right, that's pretty funny. Okay, next. Ivanova. Ivanova is spelled with an I, just so we're correct. Oh, here we go. Ivanova. I can only conclude that I'm paying off karma at a vastly accelerated rate from points of departure. Here's another one. Ivanova. Worst case of testosterone poisoning I've ever seen. From A Voice in the Wilderness, Part 2. Let's see. Garibaldi. Let's find Garibaldi in here. Garibaldi. Where's Mr. Garibaldi? He's got to be. Oh, here he is. All right, Garibaldi. Why is everything around here a long story? Why isn't anything ever a short story? A paragraph from Walkabout. Here's another one. Here's Garibaldi with Londo. Londo? What guarantees will you give me that the crews will not open fire on a Centauri vessel as it approaches Babylon 5? Garibaldi, it's the same guarantee I gave when I said that none of the other Narns would ever break into your quarters in the middle of the night and slit your throat. Londo, Mr. Garibaldi, you have never given me that promise. Garibaldi, you're right. Sleep tight. Okay, that's pretty funny. Who's next? Delenn, huh? You want a Delenn quote? Let's see. Here's Delenn. Oh, this is a good one. It's serious, but it's good. Here we go. Delenn, they're in pain, frightened, sick, dying. Minbari are taught that at such a time, the inflicted should be ministered to, comforted. Sheridan, they're not your own people, Delenn. Delenn, I didn't know that similarity was required for the exercise of compassion. They are afraid. We wish to do what little we can. From Confessions and Lamentations. Think about that one for a little bit. Delenn, all life is transitory, a dream. We all come together in the same place at the end of time. If I don't see you again here, I will see you in a little while, in the place where no shadows fall. Also from Confessions and Lamentations. Okay, so remember the one where Sheridan buys her address, or Delenn buys her dress? I think it's when she was trying to be more human. Delenn, the woman who sold me this dress told me that I would definitely turn heads. Sheridan, yeah, well, if you turned any further, you could be sued for whiplash. A race through dark places. Okay, there's Delenn. Zathras, I don't think they have any Zathras quotes here. Oh, yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah, those are the. Oh my God, no, they don't. Isn't that? That is just. That's a crime. Kosh, do we have Kosh? Yes, we do. It's page 205. Okay, let's read some Kosh. I have to get my mysterious voice. I'm not ready for that. Let's see. Kosh, this is prophetic. They are alone. They are a dying people. We should let them pass. Sinclair, who? The Narn or the Centauri? Kosh, yes. Oh, yeah. Kosh is kind of dark, isn't he? Emperor Turhan, how will this end? Kosh, in fire. Ugh. Sheridan, here's a good one. More Kosh. Okay. Sheridan, damn it, what do you want? What do you want from me? You know, ever since I got here, I've had the feeling that you've been watching me. The record shows you hardly ever went to council meetings until I showed up. When I was captured, it was you who reached out and touched my mind. And now you called me here. Why? Just to throw me out? Are we just toys to you? Huh? What do you want? Kosh, never asked that question. Ugh. Dude, the guy's creepy. Kosh, I will teach you. Sheridan, about yourself? Kosh, about you, until you are ready. Sheridan, for what? Kosh, to fight legends. Ooh, boy. No expectations there, huh? All right, we're going to... Yeah, I love Babylon 5. Sorry, guys. You got me on a roll here. Zathras is great. I wish they had Zathras quotes, right? Because he's the best. Not the one. Veer. Yeah, we do need some Veer quotes here, don't we? You know what I just pulled up? And maybe I have it on this computer. I'll say it. They have only a point. Okay, yeah. If you're going to do Veer, then you're going to do Veer. You do the monologue from Sleeping in the Light. That is the best. That is just one of the best things JMS wrote. Okay, so here it is. This is. Hold it. Just have to answer Crystal real quick. Trying to coordinate the car for tomorrow because Luigi has an appointment tomorrow at the vet. Okay. This is Sleeping in the Lights, the last episode, right? It's when we say goodbye to everyone, which was filmed in the end of season 4 because they didn't know they would have season 5. And it's when they're all sitting around the dinner table and toasting absent friends, right? Now, of course, a lot has happened. A lot has happened to Veer, right? And I think it's very interesting to see Veer in that episode because when the Ranger comes to deliver the invitation, Veer is, messing around with some females, and and then the Ranger shows up and he's all embarrassed. And I thought that was really interesting how JMS wrote that, right? Veer, as philandering as he may be, enjoying the perks of the office, he has enormous respect for the Rangers and feels that them seeing him that way has insulted them. So he's somewhat regretful of that. And I found that really compelling and appealing, right? I really enjoyed that. And then there's so much good stuff that at that dinner table. It's very emotional and it's very it's very well written, and it's just wonderful. So I love that episode. So I took that. I had to do a monologue for Ted Brunetti's class, and so that Veer's monologue there at the table is what I chose. And so here you go. This was his monologue, and it's been a while, so I'm going to read it because I don't have it memorized anymore. But I'll read it to you because it's just so wonderful. Londo never liked the Pakmara. I mean, they're stubborn and lazy, obnoxious, greedy. But one day, Londo and I were walking past their quarters, and we heard them singing. Apparently, it's something they do only certain times of the year as part of their religious ceremonies. You may not believe this, but it was the most beautiful sound I'd ever heard. I couldn't make out the words, but I knew it was full of sadness and hope and wonder and a terrible sense of loss. I looked at Londo, and this is the amazing part. There was a tear running down his face. I said, "Londo, we should leave. This is upsetting you." He just stood there and listened. And when it was over, he turned to me and he said, "There are 49 gods in our pantheon, Veer. To tell you the truth, I never believed in any of them. But if only one of them exists, then God sings with that voice." It's funny, but after everything we had been through, all he did, I miss him. So that's the Veer monologue from that scene, and it's just so touching and so deeply felt and so evocative, and I really love it. So there you go. All right, let's get back to what you guys are saying. We're talking. Donnie Pearson's talking about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the last season of Picard. Right. It looks interesting, so we'll see. Yes, we will. There's no worry about that. You're talking about Star Trek Discovery. Listen, my take on Star Trek Discovery is, it's good sci-fi. It's just not really great Star Trek. I'm sorry, just not for so many reasons it missed. But Strange New Worlds, can't say that about Strange New Worlds. That is great Star Trek. Yeah, so hopefully you will all enjoy that. What else? Alec, how would write and produce a sci-fi human Civil War story? I'm not sure the question there. Yes, Jay, from the Axanar Rap Party. Well, you mean the rap party weekend when we do rap party weekend? Absolutely, it's going to be part of the Blu-ray. There's no crying in Starfleet. Yes, I love Tom Hanks in that. Yeah, it gets better. Season 3 wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I wasn't crazy about it, but it wasn't bad. Season 4, listen, the costumes are just hideous. Absolutely hideous. Whoever designed those costumes, I mean, it's like, you're in the year 3000. You should all be wearing basically like one-piece space pajamas. Something incredibly cool, and those costumes look heavy and high collar, and it just, oh my God, I just think they're the worst. Well, Picard has been uneven for 2 seasons, right? Season 1, I mean, it was okay. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. It wasn't great. I don't feel about it the way I feel about Strange New Worlds, which I think was, 5 stars. Picard, 3 stars. Season 2 Picard, 2.5 stars, and only because the first episode and the last episode are awesome. Enterprise jumpsuits are great. Brilliant. That was a brilliant move. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Yeah, we know. Yep, it's a shame. Yep. Age of 45. I mean, just what a shame. It's just, the big C can be really brutal, So, yeah. One of our very own, Mark Payton, has cancer, and it's not looking good, we, kind of dedicated this weekend shoot to Mark. I'm just looking to see if there are any more questions from you guys. All right, I have no idea who this guy is. Yeah, we lost Cindy from Laverne and Shirley, Cindy Williams, right? Yeah, it's we're still doing the fundraising for the Atlanta shoot. Haven't finished that yet, but we will in the near future. I don't disagree, Colin. Axanar models are available from the Aries Studio store. And Axanar, I'm guessing it's this fall is just the path we're on. Yeah, Cindy Williams and Lisa Loring both passed. Yep. Yep. Okay, the one thing we didn't do was we didn't get a good Londo quote. And I think we need that, don't we? Okay. Londo has so much good stuff. Oh, this is one of the best. Okay, this is one of the best Londo pieces from The Long Night, where after Veer kills Cartagia, and he's drunk, and he's just really not dealing with it well, right? That's a great scene. And Londo says, I don't remember when you first arrived on Babylon 5. You were so full of life, innocent. I was not kind to you. I treated you poorly. I think I did it because I envied you. Envied that you could have come so far and still be innocent in your way. You still believed. I, on the other hand, I cannot tell you that your pain will ever go away. I cannot tell you that you will ever forget his face. I can only tell you that it was necessary, that you may have helped save our people. You did a hard thing, but you still have your heart. Your heart is a good one. You would not be in such pain if it were otherwise. It means there's still hope for you. And for that, I find I still envy you. That's some fucking good writing right there, guys. That's good writing. Forrest Scott, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. It's just 2 more episodes, Wilhelm. 2 more episodes. I think after we film the next 2 episodes, then I think I'm going to write Axanar stories. I think I should have been writing Axanar stories all along, and I've kept them all in my head, and I really should have committed them to paper. So I think that's where I want to work next. Hey, Jess, I can't blame you. He's a great character. I should find that one. That's a Londo quote, right? Oh yeah, here we go. Here, this is Pirate X76. Here's the quote. Veer, it is a terrible truth, but as one accumulates power, one loses friends. One has only those who wish to use you and those who you wish to use. And yet, in all of this, you have somehow managed to walk through the corridors of power and not be touched by it. I can only assume you've not been paying attention. Still, the hideous truth is, you're the closest thing I have to a friend. I'm as shocked and dismayed by this as you are, but there it is. I need a friend, Veer, and I need a patriot. You are both. Will you help me? God, hats off to JMS. He fucking can write a line, can't he? I hope I hope when we're all said and done, we can afford to build a building and, keep and pay it off and keep those sets going for whoever wants to use them for however long that lasts. Yeah, that'd be great. That would be great. Ooh. That is correct, Paul. That is correct. Yeah, we need Vance to do Menard in the Axanar universe, huh? But I want him to do it on our sets. Brian asked about how we decided to do what we did for the Ares. Well, we wanted it to look like Star Trek, but we wanted to have our own look. We wanted to upgrade things, take away all the jelly beans, put on touch display, since that's the technology of today. The vision of the future from 50 years ago is not the vision of the future now, right? So we tried to, adjust it so it was a little more palatable to everyone. I didn't want to be a throwback show like Star Trek Continues or Star Trek New Voyages. We wanted to show a little something interesting, right? Yeah, and I think we did good. Listen, that bridge was just a unfinished, unpainted Hulk, right? It had potential, but that's where Dana came in, and Dana kicked ass with it. Dana did a beautiful job with that bridge. So there you go. Yes, we want Vance and his mullet. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the bridge, when the bridge got to Atlanta, it was in rough shape. And the fact that it looks the way it does now is hats off to Dana and his crew. Alexander Richardson designing all the bridge panels. Thank you, Jess. Thank you for coming out. Make sure you're on the Axanar Newsletter. Okay, that's really important. We appreciate you being here. Yeah. What else? Anything else I can help tell you guys? I mean, I'm excited for LA. Oh my God, LA is just going to be off. It's just going to be. It's going to be out of control. It's going to be so much fun. I mean, 2 Andorians, a Vulcan, a Klingon, and 2 humans. If we get everyone that I want for that shoot, the next 2 episodes are going to be off the hook. Blow like Prelude level of blowing people's minds. Brand new build. We built it from the ground up. Yep, sure. Donna, send me an email. Just send me an email directly, alec@axanar.com. Yeah, well, Wilhelm, I don't expect fan films to honor continuity. Well, thank you, Brandon Derrick. I appreciate you saying that. And I'm going to save that and give that to CBS. Atlanta is easier. I will not have any time in LA when I am there for Axanar. Listen, I can have lost all interest in zombie. I mean, anything zombie. I was not a zombie fan before Walking Dead. I enjoyed more or less 5 or 6 seasons of Walking Dead. Gave it up in season 6. Once Rick left, I just stopped watching. I would have liked to have followed for Negan and no other reason. He was the most fascinating character. I wanted to see him redeemed because it's such an amazing character, so brilliantly played. but I can't sit through all those seasons. And I got to, because Haley was in it, and Rob Hayes was in it. Two of our actors were in Walking Dead, so I'm going to watch it. Just we'll see when. Last of Us, I keep hearing great things about it. Right now, I'm watching Mayor of Kingstown. We'll see about getting around to Last of Us. Not a priority right now, but I hear great things about it. Yes, I have lots of ideas, Val. Why do we film in Atlanta? Because we live in Atlanta. Yes, the answer is yes to that, Kevin. Thank you, Todd. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Well, Pirate, how are you? Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hello from Mexico. Hello to Mexico. Well, and I mentioned this, we're going to hopefully have a facility, and people will keep being able to use them. How's that? Why does Paramount not film Atlanta? Well, some shows do. It's not, Paramount. Understand this. Paramount has shows that they produce, but a lot of the shows are produced elsewhere or by other production companies, right? So it's not necessarily Paramount deciding where to shoot. So, okay. Listen, I think we've done enough for tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Please continue. Make sure you sign up for the newsletter. Make sure you join the Patreon campaign. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. We will be back on Friday, so we'll take tomorrow night off. We'll be back on Friday with Vince Canlis, who's the new Lieutenant or Commander Tanaka. So we'll talk to Vince, who's a fascinating guy. And I just saw some of his work from Saturday. It was pretty damn good. Sorry, reading your comments. So there you go. All right, everyone. Listen, hey, thank you. Appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you come out again Friday night. That's the big one. I really kind of like this 7:00 time. I hope you do too, because we're getting a lot more viewers. And we'll have on Axanar Confidential number 114 on Friday, we'll have Vince Canlis as a guest. Maybe Dana Wagner as well, because Vince is going to be recording his lines for the audio drama at Dana's place. So until then, as always, stay Starfleet strong, and see you around the universe.